A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Nifty move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
There we go. 52. Coming to you. Coming to you.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And not much there. Maybe a yard. Up to the 24.
That Q stuff ain't working.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Man left, man left. Four down. Alert. Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
47. Then we're going to 53. Check 24. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Over. 47. I got it. Check your hot read. Switch. We're going to 54. Right here. 26.
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Dez. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set. 30 base. 54. Man out. Watch twist.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? 54, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Whip, 61, matchbox, light. Get it.
Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Score!
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Antoine Woods drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 67 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's Barkley on the counter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to.
Well, Barkley stripped of the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A toss out to Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Get him, 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check. Crunch. Go.
Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give to Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Tate. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And an alley. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Count. 47. Watch twist. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott. And it's caught. That's on Lyle Collins. Free agent signee who was originally thought of as a first-round draft pick.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Shoot.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Now out come the Giants. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Ready, set. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they have a 1st down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have.
Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
This is Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Barkley. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Giants on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 55. Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, check.
Now Jones. A final shot before break. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 18, Gator.
54.
You must be dreaming.
Check.
5.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
We go. 8, read.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 43.
Shoot.
Barkley, toss play left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Check pass. There we go. Kill. Safety creek. Hey, kill. 47. Slow. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Man, I got you. We're going to 54. Why in?
From the 36, Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Cooper again the target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got to have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We own them. 36, 36. Here we go, 47.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He gets it over the middle of Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys add on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set. AT Gator.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit, exit. Let's go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Barkley. Look at the spin. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Mike by 4, Mike by 4.
Jones now to throw on third down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Who that? Who that? Watch safety creep. Kill, kill. Safety's creeping. He's creep.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Switch it. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Here we go. 46. 46. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Chargers have just scored, so they extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
54. Mike, 54.
Here's Jones on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw. Jones out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Giants on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones operating from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You
yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming. Check 3. Check 3.
Shoot.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 50. Play.
54. Mike 54. Oh, you get on the head.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Target, 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 target. Bang, 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 bang.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the
15 line. 15 line.
Bring it, bring it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
55's mine, guys. 55. What we got?
On 4th down, Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Topper!
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And an alley to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Ready?
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey.
It comes to me, it's me.
Hey, Echo.
54.
5.
Looking to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Get out there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. But they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. There's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They go to Elliott again. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dallas, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.